Though I have to say that at some point I felt that having too much freedom is actually very stressful after my first exit.
Yeah.
And I then realized that freedom is such a beautiful thing, but it's only a resource, like money, like energy,
Right.
like everything else. We can have it, but then it doesn't translate into happiness necessarily right away. We still need to use that resource very wisely to get ourselves to a happy place.
Right.
So I wonder how you think about it. You have financial freedom. You can basically do whatever you want. I know you're running a business, but you could basically maybe tell your brother you don't want to do it anymore, or try to hire someone else
I'm thinking about
again.
that right now, Nathan. This is, you got this.
Okay, blame me, Nathan,
Yes.
if I seeded the wrong idea into your brother's head. But like, if you basically have all this freedom, like you can do whatever you want, you can live whatever you want. How do you feel about it in terms of how you can translate it into a more fulfilling life, a more purposeful life?
Wow.
We're
getting philosophical now.
And whether you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
want to challenge your thinking a bit.
I mean, it's an interesting question. I think you get over a certain age. I mean, I didn't have an exit young, so it wasn't like I had some exit like in my early 30s. I was like, oh, I've got all this freedom and all this money, and that might have been a disaster. So it took me and my brother a long time to get to this point, where we do have the financial freedom to kind of do some things we want to do and live a lifestyle we'd like to live. But I think from that perspective, I think it's really, at the end of the day, for us, ultimately my goal is to find a way to exit this business and then find a way to do other things that are fulfilling, whether it's like charitable work or, my brother and I are fairly involved in a lot of different charities and donating money and things like that. But I think just spending more time doing things like that probably would be more fulfilling. But I'm not, philosophically, part of the issue for me is like, even if I sold this business, I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Enough of what?
I don't know if it's going to be enough. Like I'll need to do something else. Like even if it's a lot of money, it won't be like enough money. And maybe that's the wrong way to look at it, but that's kind of the way I feel. Of like internally, and maybe that's a bigger issue that I need a psychologist for. But
is it? Well, you have one at home.
So she doesn't know how to help me with that issue.
I expect you to be quite psychologically advanced.
Yes. Well, I mean, she doesn't hate that answer. Probably she's like, oh, it's not enough. Okay, keep going. So.
Okay, but would you say that if you don't feel satisfied, if you don't feel you have enough, that affects your level of happiness, or you actually embrace that feeling you don't have enough because you feel this is the source of your drive?
Yeah, maybe it is maybe it's the driving source is not feeling like you're enough, so you have to keep doing more to be enough. I don't know. Maybe that's part of it, but I think for me, now that I've really discovered I like building things, I think it'd be very hard for me to sell a company and like go on the golf course.
Yeah,
it's just like not my thing. Like I enjoy golf.
It's not fun for you.
But after like a week, I'd be bored out of my mind. So like I think I need the challenge and the adrenaline of doing something. And I mean, so much more is I know a couple that are very happy. They're retired in their early 50s and doing pretty much nothing, and they're good. And for me, I look at that, I'm like, I could never do that.
I actually find that for most people, it's just a temporary solution.
Yes,
and if
probably.
Because you need to feel you're growing, you need to feel you matter,
right.
That you're contributing something,
right.
And that if you're getting recognition back from the society, it's for something valuable. I think we all need that on some genetic level. That's
no,
how
I think it's true.
work.
I mean, I wish I had a better answer to that because it's actually, I'm going to think about this question after this interview. But I think at times I'm like, all right, like what would I do after I sold this business? And like I don't know that I have a great answer. All I know is like I don't think I could just say, all right, let me take like 5 years off and travel the world and do nothing. I can do all that now. I can travel as much as I want. I can go where I want and still be involved in doing things with the business. So.
Yeah, and you like that?
I do like that, yes.